action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Chesapeake Energy Arena in downtown OKC. Tonight, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Boston Celtics.
I got him. Here we go. Key up, baby.
Defense making the ball carrier work, and they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Russell Westbrook, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 81% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2 to Irving. Hayward. Irving. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play, get locked in.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Look, it's still early. Make your opponent work for those possessions. You don't want to start racking up too many personal fouls.
Paul George has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. Misses the first. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Kyrie with the rock. Kyrie Irving, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Westbrook. Rebound Marcus Morris. Brown with it up top. Lead is 2. Kyrie, add 2 points to the board. Kyrie Irving won a championship with Cleveland. He won a championship for Cleveland in that Game 7 at Golden State. How is he influenced as a player by that title?
Well, I thought he learned how to win at a really huge stage. But Kyrie's always been a leader of his own movement. At times, his voice may have been suppressed because of LeBron James, but there's no doubt about it. When you look at the young players on this roster, when they all rock Kyrie's, you know who the leader of the team is.
Celtics keep possession. Irving. That won't go. That's out. Last touch by Kyrie Irving. 48 wins a year ago for the Thunder. Jay, it took them a while to get to that point, but in so many ways, the Thunder had a great opportunity in the playoffs.
They did. It just seemed like something with their chemistry was a tad bit off with Carmelo Anthony. I think him not being there, him not being in Houston, them getting Andre Robertson back. He's a big-time lockdown defender on the perimeter. You surround him with youth and Hamidou Diallo, Terrence Ferguson, Alex Abrinas. This team has a chance to compete for a Western Conference Finals.
And Russell Westbrook knocks down a wide-open 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving to Jaylen Brown. Off the assist. Jay, would you classify him among the elites in the game, especially among wings?
It depends on what category of elite you put him in. As of right now, he will be my second-tier elite. Because when I think first-tier elite, I think Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, James Harden. I think Gordon Hayward has a chance to be there. He was on his way there before he got hurt, but time will tell.
To Paul George.
I got yours.
It's good.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
To Irving. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. You know Kyrie, zero hesitation. Buries it for 3.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point...
The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Timeout Boston as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To Rozier. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. Westbrook tosses. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Oh, it's blocked by Adams. Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
And draws the foul.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Paul George at the line for 2 shots, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Just under a minute to play here in this opening quarter. Oh, he had him there for a second. Shot by Hayward, no good.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Westbrook to Schroeder. Driving right to the basket. Swings it. 5 seconds to shoot. A pass taken away by the Celtics. Here's a chance from long range. His first effort off the mark. Oklahoma City ball. Shot from the lane won't go. The first quarter's complete. Thunder with the lead. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Shot blocked by Morris.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw perfect for Westbrook, and the Thunder add on to their lead. Oh, it took a little longer than Celtics fans would have liked, but, Jay, they re-signed Marcus Smart. Look at what he brings. He's a modern-day defender with some throwback qualities as well.
He reminds me a lot of Dennis Johnson that used to play for those late Celtic teams. He's the guy that will get in your face, will pick you up full court. Even if you switch off and he's guarding the 4, he'll battle behind the 4, push him off the block. There's no doubt about it. The DNA of this team starts with Marcus Smart and also Marcus Morris. These are the 2 toughest players on the Celtics organization.
Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. The lead is up to 5. Rozier with it. Looking to make something happen. To Marcus Smart. Gets it in the right corner. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Westbrook into the front court. We're a minute into the second quarter. From the painted area, won't go down. George can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the...
The shot, almost. The follow won't go either. Ball's controlled by Boston. great feed. Sets it up. Rozier rocking the rim.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
I got ball. That's all I need.
Curling inside. George to Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. You've got to get that one to go.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Goes to the right side. Shot by Tatum won't go.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. To George. Celtics have it. To Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris, strong finish. The Thunder will use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Schroeder to Adams. It's no good. Great defense.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Oh, emphatic slam.
Jason Tatum finished 3rd amongst all rookies in Rookie of the Year voting. But I say to you this. I agree with what Jaylen Brown had to say. If it was a one-on-one battle, who you taking, Jason Tatum or Donovan Mitchell? Jason Tatum or Ben Simmons? I take JT every time.
Steven Adams with the slam.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Time to shuffle things up. Carmelo Anthony traded, but Sam Presti turns that into Dennis Schroeder, now on a team built to win.
And I love this acquisition by the Thunder. When you think about Schroeder, he is actually almost the opposite of what Russell Westbrook is. He averaged 19 points, 6.5 assists last year for the Hawks, but he is not a ball-dominant guard. He will have the ball in his hands, but he's more apt to make plays quickly with the ball than Russell, who likes to hold on to the ball towards the end of the shot clock.
Kyrie across the timeline. They're down 3. And they pounce.
Can you stand? He's coming. Can you stand? I got ball. I got ball.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Irving with the basketball. 5-point game. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Now pass taken away by the Thunder. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense.
Hands off. Get the board.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Time expires to end the first half. The Thunder with the lead. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third.
Pick up.
To Hayward. Fires the three, and Gordon Hayward, zero hesitation as he knocks it down for three.
We love to break this game down analytically. We even love to break it down more psychologically. But sometimes it's just about settling into the game. Seemed like in the first half, things were rushed. Now we finally see them have their composure and their poise.
Paul George to Schroeder. The drive, right to the basket. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. To Adams. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. 3 for 6 now.
I love when I get a chance to watch guys who can make more out of what they actually have in their arsenal. And that's who Dennis Schroeder is. For a guy who really can't shoot, he sure does put the ball in the bucket.
To Rozier. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. To Paul George. Strong finish for Paul George.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Schroeder. To Adams. Driving right to the basket.
Watch your back, watch your back, watch your back.
Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. To Rozier. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. He missed it. To George. It's denied.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Westbrook over to the right side. Oh, you can sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Paul George, a couple of free throws on the way, shooting 80% in this contest. Off the mark on the first free throw. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Jay, Celtics last year, they make the 7th game in the East Finals without Gordon Hayward, without Kyrie Irving. Brad Stevens now, it's a good challenge to have. He has a lot of players to incorporate.
And it's a great challenge for a genius coach like Brad Stevens. The biggest issue for the Celtics is that they cannot believe the hype, Ed. I've been a guy that stated I think they're going to win the whole thing next year, but they can't drink the Kool-Aid from the media. And I will say this, when you have guys on your team like Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward, I think they will push to younger guys to really help them exceed expectations. That's going to be key.
Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, easy difference there. In the first half, the offense allowed the defense to settle into their half-court sets defensively, and that's why the shots were all contested. But now since they picked up the pace of the game, they're getting a lot more action out of transition threes.
Adams, Celtics come away with it. To Irving. Kyrie Irving. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
These breakdowns happen because the team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
Westbrook. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Irving brings the ball up court. To Jaylen Brown. Nice pass to set things up.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Now a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout from OKC as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
George to Schroeder. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. To Hayward.
Ball. I got him. Mouse.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Gordon Hayward has got 2 shots coming for his career, 82%. First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. To Paul George for 3, and Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open, takes advantage. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Around the perimeter to Westbrook. Oh, Russell Westbrook, 4 out of 10.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
Easy path to the rim. Straight on 3 at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. Thunder with the lead. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one, the other end takes care of itself.
Shoot at the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the plan right there.
Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Boston with the basketball. Shot from the lane won't go. Oh, Horford up to block the shot.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Hayward, and look out.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Westbrook with the basketball. Leads 1. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. To Horford.
We got a mouse on.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Westbrook. Curling inside. Russell Westbrook powers it through.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra moves there.
Goes to the left side. Irving, he's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game's over.
And scores. Jay, if you're Russell Westbrook, how do you take on the responsibility of getting them over the hump?
You have to own it, Ed. And that starts with owning the fact that, yes, you were the first player in the history of the game to average a triple-double back-to-back years, but that did not equate to your team being successful. Sometimes less is more. And he has to make sure that he's surrounded and allowing the players he's surrounded with to help him get to the next level.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Here we go. I got him. That's me. I got ball.
Lays it up and in.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Substitution being made in this one. Irving to Marcus Smart. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Oklahoma City's got it. Westbrook's shot won't go on the drive. To Marcus Smart. Beyond the arc for three, and he knocks it down.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. Westbrook to Paul George. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
To Marcus Smart. The pass set it all up.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Celtics have it. Irving. To Schroeder. Rejected by Tatum.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Schroeder to Adams. Big man, Steven Adams. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout, and that'll be their second and final one. Hayward. Irving. Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good. OKC ball. Schroeder. 4-3. Buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
From the painted area, won't go down.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
There we go. Yes, sir.
Irving. Schroeder with the board. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Russell Westbrook at the line for 2 shots, shooting 66% in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Irving. No good. He gets it.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
And a putback slam.
You know, I just want to thank the man above for allowing a guy like Gordon Hayward, after that horrific, awful injury he had on opening night. So good to see my dude back on the floor and doing his thing finally healthy.
Russell Westbrook, a couple of free throws on the way, shooting 80% in this contest. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Tatum. Schroeder with the board.
The game is won in the deets. In the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail,